Hello friends, welcome to Codebase, and this is the second video of video series Python programming full course. And in this video we will see how to install Python software and IDE in a Windows operating system. In the last video we have discussed about the Python introduction and Python history and features and famous module of Python. So in this video I am going to show you how to download and install the Python software and IDE. So without wasting of time, let's see how to download and install the Python software and IDE. So friends, for installation of Python software we have to go Python official website. So Python official website is a python.org. So you have to simply open a browser, any web browser, either Google Chrome or Mozilla, and you have to simply type Python and press enter. I think not net is not connected in this system. Now net is working now. So after typing the Python and press enter, you will see the first link, welcome to python.org. So this is the official website of Python. So you have to simply right click on it and open in a new tab, and you can simply click on it and you can open a same tab. So after opening this website, this is the Python official website. So if you want to know about the more about the Python, so you can go Python documents. So here you can press docs. So if you want to know more about the Python software and documentation, so you can go with all these links. So you can get all the information about the Python module installation and software and APIs. But if you download and install the Python software, so you have to after opening this website, you have to click on a downloads. After clicking on a download, so you can see the download the latest version for the Windows. So latest version is 3.10.5. so you can click on this download Python 3.10.5. so when you will click on this button, so download will get started. Okay, but if you want to install the oldest version, so you can simply go down, and you can see that if you want to install Python 3.9.12, so you can simply click on this download. So you can see looking for the specific release. So these all are the oldest version. Suppose if you want to install 3.9.12, so I will click on this download option. After clicking on download option, you can see the new page, and you can just drag down and go at the bottom and the footer option, and you can see here in a file section here window package 32-bit and window package 64-bit. so if you are using Windows 10 for 64-bit operating system, you can simply click on this link. Because I am using Windows 10 64-bit operating system, so I will simply click on this link. So after clicking on this link, you can see that the installation of Python software is downloaded of Python software is started, and it already downloaded. Okay, Python 3.9.12. okay, so after download had finished, you can open the download folder. So you just go in the download folder. So you can see there here is a Python 3.9.12. so you can simply extract this folder. after extracting, you can get the Python software Python 3.9.12. So after clicking on it, you can see the installation exe. So here is the exe is this application. So you can simply right click on it and run as a administrator. So here I'm not going to install the Python software because in my system Python is already installed. So I can see you what is the step you have to follow while installation of Python software. So friend, when you download the Python software and you start the installation after right click on it and run as an administrator. So after running the exe file or executing file, so you will see the first screen same as this screen. You can see here install Python. So suppose I took this image for the Python 3.7.3, but I will prefer you have to install at least Python 3.9.0 version. So when you will install the Python software, you will see the first screen. So you can see here you have to click on the install now, and one thing you have to note it here, you have to check these two check boxes: install launcher for all user and add path 3.72 path. So why I'm saying you have to click on this checkbox, because if you will not click on this checkbox, so you have to, after installation, you have to go manually and set the path for the for Python software in your system. So so during the installation, if you click on this checkbox, so after installation you no need to go manually in a system environment, and you have to mention the path of the Python software. Okay, so during the installation you have to click both these checkbox. So after press next button, the Python software Python installation get started, and after finishing the installation you will get this window setup was successfully. So after getting this window, you can sure that that Python has installed in your system. So how you can check after completing this installation, how you can check that Python software has installed in your system or not? So you have to simply go in a search box window, search option, and type cmd command prompt, and you have to simply type Python and press enter. So after typing the Python, and when you will press the enter, you can see here because in my system Python 3.9.2 already installed, so you can see here is showing Python 3.9.2. so when you install the Python software, so for the verify that Python install in your system or not, so you can simply go for the cmd command from, and you can type the Python, and after pressing enter you can see here the Python version. Okay, and one more thing you can check that Python install in your system or not, you have to type simple here window search bar Python. So after typing the Python, you can see here Python ideally, because when you will install the Python software 3.90, so automatically Python install one IDE, that is embedded IDE with Python software. And you can also see here Python 3.90, it's a green icon, so it is a Python interpreter, and you can see here some documents also. So after getting all these options, you can sure that Python has installed in your system. Okay, so suppose if I will click on this green icon, Python 3.9. so when you will click on it, so you can see here, this is the Python interpreter. Okay, Python 3.9.2. so this is the Python interpreter. So you can do the program as a command programming. So if I want to print something on a screen, so I will use the print function that is using in a Python for printing anything. So in a print function, inside the print function, inside the print function I am typing hello world, and after pressing the enter you can see the output hello world. So this is the Python interpreter. In this Python interpreter you can type a simple line by line command and you can check the output. Okay, and one more thing I can explain you, that if you will type here Python, and when you will click on Python IDE, so this is the self IDE installed with Python software. So in this IDE you can create a file and you can run the file. So this is Python 3.9.2. so you can see here, this is the interpreter. So suppose if I want to check the line by line command, so I can type here print, and inside print function hello world. So after pressing the enter you can see the output, but here the file will not save. So if you want to save this file with this IDE, so you can simply click on the file and new file, and suppose I am writing here a print function print, and within print function hello world. And suppose if I want to save this file, so I will simply go in a file option and save option, and you can save this program anywhere in a folder. So I am simply saving in this this program in a desktop. So I am giving the name is first.py and press save. So first is already exist I think, so I am changing the name here and simply giving the temp.py. py is a Python file extension, so if you are making the Python file, so you have to give the extension is py, and you can save this file. So after saving this file you can run this program in this IDE by clicking on run and run module. So you can see the output also here hello world. So this is the simple command line output and this is the file output. Okay, because this file is saved with the name as temp.py. okay, so this is the normal IDE. This IDE is also installed with Python software. So if you don't want to go with extra IDE like Visual Code Studio and Pycharm, so you can simply do code in this IDE, Python IDE. So it is also good for the programming. And if you want to change the font size, so you can go with the option and configure IDE. So after going this configure IDE, you can change here the font family. Suppose if I want to change the font family, so I can change here, and if suppose Arial I will select here and I will increase the font 20, and after pressing the OK, you can see here font got increased and font family also changed. Okay, so you can also use this IDE for programming. And now the next I'll show you how to install the Pycharm in our Windows operating system, because we will do programming in a Pycharm. Pycharm is a good software for creating a program and also for creating the project in Python. So let's see the step for download and installation of Pycharm. So guys, for installation of Pycharm, you have to type in a browser Pycharm and press enter. After do this, you have to see the website www.jetbrains.com. This is the website for Pycharm, and you have to simply click on it. So once that website has opened, you have to go in a download section. Click on download button, and after clicking on download button, you would see two things: download for professional and for community edition. And you can see here, if you want to download the Pycharm for the Windows, so you can click on Windows. By default Windows is here, and if you want to download for the Mac OS and Linux OS, so you can go for the different option. But here I want to install for the Windows, so I will click on the window. Then you can see here two option given here, professional and community edition. So if you will download this professional edition, so you have 30-day trial period. So after that you have to purchase this Pycharm software. But if you will download if you download that community edition, so you can use this Pycharm without any payment. You can use this Pycharm freely, okay, free of cost. It is open source. So I'll suggest to you will download this community edition. So after you click on download, so downloading will get started. Okay, you can see here downloading is starting now. So after finishing of download, you can go in a download folder, and you will see this type of software, Pycharm community, and this is the Python exe. So what you have to do, you have to install this software. So after clicking on right click and select run as an administrator. Run as administrator option, and click on it. After click on run as an administrator, the Pycharm software is installing now. So install this my system Pycharm installed. Okay, so after installing, you have to go in a Windows search bar and type Pycharm. So you will see here the Pycharm option you will get here. So double click on it, and after double click on it, the Pycharm software will open now in your system. So after completing the configuration, so Pycharm software look like this. So this is the main window of the Pycharm. So if you want to create any file and if you want to create any project in Pycharm, so you can simply go in a file section, and here you can see the different options. So if you want to create a new file, so you can go in new option, and if you want to create a project, so you can go in a new project. So in the next video I'll show you how to create a file and how to create a project and how to run the project and file in a Pycharm. So in this video, one thing I want to explain you that pip, that is pip is a Python installation packages. So why we need pip? So if you want to install the extra packages and extra modules, means after installation of Python software, if you want to install extra module like NumPy, pandas, and for the machine learning sklearn, okay, so you need a pip is a Python installation packages. So by the use of pip you can install any packages or any module in your system, any extra module in your system. So in a latest version of Python, pip has already installed, means when you will install the Python software, so with Python software pip also install in your system. So you can see here, verify pip was installed or not, means when you will install the Python software you can verify that pip also install in your system or not. So what is pip? So if you opted to install an older version of Python, it is possible that it does not come with pip pre-install. Means if you are installing the older version like 3.6 or 3.5 or 3.7, so it will not possible that pip already installed with the software. But if you will install the latest version like 3.8 or 3.7 or 3.10, so pip will install with your software packages, with your Python software. So pip is a powerful packages management system for Python software packages. Does make sure that you have it installed. Matlab, means if you want to install any packages or any module with Python software, like I said, if you want to install the NumPy or pandas or any other extra module, so you need to install the pip in your system. Okay, so if you are installing the latest version of Python like 3.8, 3.9 and 3.10, so pip will install with the Python software, so you no need to install extra of pip installation. Okay, so how we can verify that pip already installed in your system or not? So you can verify with the command. So you just open the cmd command prompt, and you have to type pip space dash and capital B and press enter. So you can see here, after typing the command pip space dash capital B, it is showing one line, pip 21.2.4 has installed in Python 3.9 software. So I installed the Python 3.9 version in my system. So with 3.9 version, the pip 21.2.4 has installed with Python 3.9 software. So if you will install the latest version, so no need to install pip after installation Python software. Okay, so this is the command for verify that pip install in your system or not. So pip, why pip is important? Because if we want to develop any project in a Python, so we need a different types of module and different types of library. So we want to install these library or module, we need a pip. Okay, so this is the explanation of pip. Now if you will face any kind of issue while installing the Python software or Pycharm or pip, so you can go with this link for Python and Pycharm installation. So while you will copy and paste this link in a browser, so you can see all these steps for installation of Python software and installation of Pycharm software. Okay, so you can see here how to install Python on Windows with Pycharm IDE. So here all these steps has given. Step 1 for downloading the Python, and after installation the Python, you can see here. So after installation this Python software, the installation of Python steps also given here. Okay, so if you will face any kind of issue, so you can go with this link and you can see the all these steps. Okay, for installation of Python and Pycharm. So this is done for this video, and the next video we will start the programming in Python. So first of all we will discuss all the content we will discuss throughout this series, and then we will start the programming, and we will do the programming in a Python software. So I will also explain how to start a new file and how to start project by using the Pycharm, and how to run the program inside the Pycharm. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so stay connected and please like my video and subscribe my channel. So bye bye.